What's up, YouTube? Doing a racing mower update. I couldn't tell you what number it is. I had to look. Got a little work done to her, and let me show y'all. What you see, I got a shout shifter on it now. Third is all the way back. Reverse is all the way down. And that's going to be my brakes like Phyllis Front did. We're going to mount right here. And I'm going to put the factory grip back on it. Because that used to be the old for the mowing deck on the Murray. Well, let me pull these fenders off and I'll show you how I did it. This piece is off for the level adjustment on the old style Murray. Same with the brackets. I just shortened everything. I used the factory arm on it. And this had threads in it, so I just drilled 2 holes and bolted it through that. And I drilled holes for cotter pins. Then my linkage down there. This part right here is going down the bracket inside the transmission, just like that. But this ain't the kind of bolt I use, but I just welded the bolt to that. Let me get down there and I'll show you. Basically, it's just a bolt. Then it's the adjustment piece, like on any linkages. That's threaded down the bolt where it's adjustable. And then there's my bracket. Yeah, I gotta take everything back off and paint everything. I also put me a spring on there. I gotta do something else on my belt. It's got the 4-inch still on the back of it. Now I gotta do something with my belt. Need to put another pulley about right here, so it keeps even tension on it. And I'm also doing the exhaust. Basically, the exhaust comes up through here and comes up here. As far as I got so far, it clears the tires and the fenders. I got homemade brackets. Yeah, my welding ain't the prettiest, but I still got to take this off and grind it. Now I had to put a slight bend in it, so when my tire came up, turned all the way, when it still rubs a little bit right here. And that's about it. Still ain't nothing up to the hood. I ain't moved my fuel cut off. Nothing. And that's the tires I'm using on the back, and I'm going with them on the front, so it stays level for the oil. Well, this is like the day I had the day off, and so I decided to work on the exhaust some more, and I did, and the shifter was done like 30 minutes each evening, tinkering with it, figuring it out. It took a little while to figure it out, but I did it. Now let me go show you the exhaust, what I got welded up so far. Go ahead and cut these lights off. Now I'm working for the day. See, there's the bracket where it bolts into, and the reason you see on the mower where it was sticking through, so it's got less chance of leaking because I ain't got a gasket for it. Because you see the homemade, so it goes in here about 3 inches, and the reason I got 2 inch here, I do believe this is all 2 inch, and this is 2.5. And the reason I went bigger, so it's like a muffler. And this is what I put inside there. Rolled it, the same length as what you see to here. I rolled as tight as I could, slid in there, then it expanded out. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get under a light here. See it in there? And I kind of push it down in the middle a little bit, so it basically acts like a muffler. Yeah, this is all welded up. This is still tacked, that's still tacked, and on this cut I didn't do that well. But I'm filling it back in with pieces of same exhaust material, so that basically goes up top of the tire, and I gotta come up a little more than the angle, go out the back, and this is the tips going on it. I think it says 3A Racing or something, and you see it's got the things in there, so it's going to give a different sound. That's my plan anyhow. Now this is the pipe I'm using, whatever size that is. But I do know that's 2 1/4 because I had to put one piece in there, and that's why there's 2 pieces on the exhaust coming off the motor. So it matches up to that. And there's the adapter I had, downsize it to this pipe. Or whatever size that is, that's what I'm using. Yeah, I gotta finish welding this up, then bolt it back on. Where I can add the little angle piece here, where I get a little bit more above the tire, and it goes back. And that piece, I gotta put a support bracket right here. That's where it ends up, right there on the end of the floorboard. So that's about it. Yeah, I was thinking about the exhaust, and it was right there in front of my head, so it's gonna be loud by my head. So maybe that screen wire would just dampen the sound just a little bit, but I still got flow, and that tip will make it sound a little bit better from the screen and the tip itself. So that's about it. Just a racing mower update. And when I get the exhaust done, I'm gonna do a startup on it, and we're gonna hear how she sounds. Alright, YouTubers, thanks for all my new subscribers. Thanks for hanging in there waiting on the videos.